turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we walk a pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the waves, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Saints and the...
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by the 9th-year starter out of Fresno State, Derek Carr. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Great beginning there under the bright lights of primetime.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in primetime is on you.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back, and he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there. And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara, and he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he's brought down. 47 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. Kamara. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. Now the fourth-year running back, this is Devin Singletary. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. I think even more so, he's want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and then controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a second. Coming. Now it's the backup Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Tackled by Jonathan Grenard. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards.
Oh, my God.
He's out of bounds.
Jesus Christ.
A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because...
And he is
Jesus Christ.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Oh my God, those are marvelous.
Jamal Williams, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go now. Trap 50.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh
that's into double coverage and intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and press your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
Following the interception, Winston. Screen play set up for Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now Winston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Williams.
Oh my God.
He'll get
Stop
it up to the
three.
33-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's taken in at the 9. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. But Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. So we have reached halftime in our first Well, we all missed football in the offseason, but apparently not everybody missed halftime. We skip right over it. We get back to the action. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Taken in at the 3. And
oh my God! Why did he hit you like that?
And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here.
Oh my God! These niggas
suck. The defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh my God,
It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Bradley fucking Roby. Ain't been good in 6 years.
First down, Winston. Pass caught. It's Kawan Baker. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
18 more yards there and another first
God,
down.
I suck.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaking up on that last play. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Again, it's Williams. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Winston.
Y'all got
Jameis Winston.
I gotta say that.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins.
Okay, ready?
We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
Ready?
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened.
Why is he on the field?
Both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. They give it to Williams, running right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Winston to the sideline here on fourth down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. The kick by Lutz is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the third quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, this is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Texans offense set to regain possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time.
CJ!
Take a shot to start the drive, but this
fucking depressed now. Jesus Christ.
Definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They're going to look to throw. Finds his man. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
This is bullshit.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well.
Oh my God,
good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. From the gun, Winston. Eluding the pressure. And
Oh,
time
God.
finally runs out. He can't
Wait.
get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay a three-score game at 24. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete.
He fucking sucks.
Brings up second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Texans on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Winston. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 and second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Williams. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.